We are still not looking too good. I'm trying a couple of different things in the tactics, and hopefully I am getting close to something that works for our players. But let's check it out. The first game I played when I decided to change everything was this game against Tromsø in the Cup, and I changed it to a 3-3-2-1-1 or whatever you like to call it. It actually did fine, but I didn't really see what I was hoping to see, and I didn't like the midfield. I simply didn't like what I saw here, so I changed it again. So let's take a look at what I changed it to after that. So I didn't like what I was seeing, and I was actually thinking to get back with you guys for this match, Grurud, but I was not happy with what I was seeing, and I felt that I needed some more time to actually figure out the formation and the tactic, and this is what I came up with in the next game, and it was a really bad game for us. I mean, there were so many things wrong with this, and this didn't work out at all. The three-man defense didn't work out. Soligic didn't work out. The midfield again didn't work out. The only thing that I knew was working out was up here. Our shadow striker or attacking midfielder and our striker, they were working out quite well. But our wingers and it just didn't look good. And I played these on full match and I didn't see what I liked, so I changed once again. So this time I didn't really change formation as so, but I did change a couple of individual player roles, and it made it even worse. So at this point I was thinking, okay, this is not gonna work. This three-man defense and stuff like this is not gonna work. We were completely destroyed by a team we shouldn't be destroyed by. So I thought, no, I need to go back to something that I knew was working. So I didn't do that. So I went on and tried this thing, this catastrophic thing, whatever it is. A three-man defensive midfield with two halfbacks and a deep-lying playmaker. And I did get the win, and I did see some stuff that I could use. Still, this up here works perfectly fine, and I mean, most of the tactic is completely different from what you saw in the last episode now. This is a completely different tactic. Not only formation, but a completely different tactic. But let's find out what I have changed, because I've made one more change. Or actually a couple of more changes to the tactic to I think that will work better than actually this did. And this worked actually quite alright, but I'm now getting into what I think our team should be. And let's talk about that in just a couple of minutes here. Alright, so this is the formation that I came up with after the last episode, or not the last episode, the last game I played. So I thought, I didn't exactly like what I saw from the three central defenders. Or the three central midfielders. So I just took back one because we were getting all the through balls. It was a luck that they didn't get any what is it called? Goals from through balls with that one central defender. So I'm going back to two central defenders and two halfbacks. That's insane. Who would do that? This guy. So, and another thing I did is actually going up to correct wingbacks. They are not just wingbacks down here now. Now they are actually wingbacks. And they're gonna go from support to attack, and the wingers are gonna go from from attack to support. So they are switched up. And the reason for that is that I want to have our wingers down for defending a lot more, to press. Now this tactic is just really high press. We are focusing when we are in possession. I want to be extremely wide. Let's actually talk about something else before we're looking at this, because that is something you should understand why I made these decisions, or got into, or this was changed to it, or why I changed to these kind of things. So if we're looking at our best players and who have played best so far, Pochettino. Now he's not playing right now because he got an injury, so it'll take some time before he comes back. But he's one of our best players. He's a winger. Augustin, well, he can play multiple positions, but shadow striker or winger. Cetra, central defense. Hermansson, central defense. Umason, central defense or midfielder. Sekulic, shadow striker or striker. Hofstad he's a wingback. He's a wingback, definitely a wingback. Mikkelsen, he's a winger. Hafstad, he's a winger. Solijic, he's a defensive midfielder. So as you can see, we don't. I've basically taken what we have the best players of and put it into a team. And what we have best of is halfbacks, a couple of good central midfielders, a couple of good wingbacks. Wingbacks is a worry to me. They are probably never going to be playing well. We got a decent amount of wingers. At least not on the left side, but on the right side, a decent amount of wingers. And we got our, Augustin, Segulic, and a couple, well, not really that many up here, but they are working out really well. They are definitely getting the goals. So, I'm basically taking what I think is best with our team and made a tactic with that. Or the best players. And this seems, and even past, even our midfielder, the midfield never worked. It have not worked for 1.5 seasons. So Prast is going to be playing out here as a winger when probably switching it up with, what is his name? Our injured Pochettino. When Pochettino and Prast is both ready, they will probably just, switch up a little bit here and there. But yeah, this is what I've come up with so far. So a lot of changes in the last 4 matches, and that is why, I mean, this season it's not over. Of course it's not over, but we are sitting mid-table, and we're probably not gonna get into I actually played against the last game was against Agason, and we actually won that 1-0. So I mean, I might be should do something right now, but I don't expect us to be in top 2. I expect us to be in top 6. That is where I expect us to be after the season is done. A top 6, like last season, but last season I didn't expect a top 6, but this season I absolutely need a top 6. I don't want to go out without a top 6 here. That is minimum. That is minimum. And to do that, I needed to change things up because the players that I had did not work with that tactic that we were playing before. It simply it didn't work. And I still got these asymmetric formations in. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna play with them. I mean, they are definitely good enough to be playing with, but again, we do not have wingbacks to play with it. We do not really have that inside forward. We do not really have a good central midfielder. You have already seen that didn't work out, so we needed to change. And it took me a couple of games to figure out what I should play with. And this might not work. We might go back to what I played just before. But we will see in this match if this is going to be working out, or we need to go back to what I played just before in the previous game I played. We'll figure that out. So the changes, you've already seen this. It is more direct passing. It's higher tempo. It's run at defense. Be more expressive. In the final third, be more expressive. Focus play down the right and the left. Overlap. They are so close to each other, the wingbacks and the wingers. Overlap that. Pass into space, because I think our shadow striker and advanced forward, no, he's actually pressing forward right now. They can run for it. It's no problem. And these guys out here will have space as well, or the wingers will have space as well. So let's play into space. It also goes well into running. Counter press, counter, distribute quickly, distribute to flanks, makes sense. And out of possession, we are standard line of engagement. We are using offside traps because we are higher lines. That is going to be dangerous. But we need to take... I think our team is good enough to take chances. I mean, that is what we should do. Prevent short goalkeeping, because these 4 guys here, they are all capable of hitting the ball, that's for sure. So preventing goalkeeping from making it short is a good thing here. We want to get the ball back as fast as we can and then make a new counter attack. So if we can press their goalkeeper to make mistakes and bring it right into our central here, perfectly fine. We will win that ball 9 out of 10 times, I think. Get stuck in, and pretty much all of our players everyone actually got marked tighter and tackled harder. And then they maybe have 1 or 2 instructions other than that, like shoot less often. Many of them have shoot less often. Only these guys actually got not shoot less often. So we will see these guys, if they're getting into the final third, they will not try to shoot too often. They will try to find the pass instead, even when we are playing very direct. Same goes with wingbacks, and the halfbacks also shoot less often, stay wider. So they're staying wider. When we are in possession, they're gonna stay wider, and that is quite important actually, because we do not want to play in the midfield. We want to play on the wings, and making these guys force them to go wider means that they are probably gonna go over the top into the wingers instead of going over the top into the pressing forwards, because that is what we would like to do. Yeah, so a lot of changes, a lot of stuff happening, but what about getting into this game? I mean, they are Kongsvinger, we know Kongsvinger. They're 13th in the league, and it's gonna be a tough one. At least I think it is. Because we're away from home. This is the team we're gonna play. So Omarsson is actually gonna be our second halfback here. And yeah, I think he can do that job. He was actually playing a deep line playmaker in last game, and he wasn't really doing that well in that role. But a halfback, I think he is. I think he is a halfback, actually. He is decent as a halfback. Pretty decent as a halfback, I would say. Really good mentals for that. Really good mentals. And Cetra and Hermansson, I mean, that would be my first choice options anyway for central defenders, and they're going to be playing on nonsense. No nonsense central defenders. On cover, so they are gonna be sitting quite low. Even with high lines, they are sitting lower, but these guys will sit a little bit higher, so there will be, you know, a disconnect between our halfbacks and the. It's an odd one. It's a very odd one. I know, but let's see if it works, because I think it might work, but I don't know before we have seen the match. So let's get into it. And I'm not gonna be playing. I already set it up, so we are not playing on full match. But yeah, let's get into it. I need to switch screen here. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Right corner. Good. Okay, so I mean, we will see stuff if it works or not work in extended highlights, but we won't see it all. I won't see everything. So I might not figure it out from this single game if this is gonna work out. But we should. I mean, if it works, we should at least win with 2-0. That's a good corner. Not quite there, but okay. I need to figure out my corner. Prast, maybe actually it's a good thing that Prast is back, because he is not really high. Yeah, that might be fine, but I need to go over my set pieces again, because we have changed so many roles, so many people playing different spots, and that is. I need to go over the set pieces, because that was horrible. Who was defending who there? That was two completely free men in our central midfield, in our central box. What happened there? They just left. And then they left. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, that's why you don't want to play with... I'm not sure. I mean, I should go over the set pieces anyway, but that was not really. That was after the set piece. You could see how the guys thought, okay, the set piece is over, we're gonna run forward now. That's what happened, and then they left all the men behind them, and someone was hanging, so they were not offside. Yeah, it was a little bit of an odd goal, but look at this. Why is it not showing the correct guys? I want to see their team. And yeah, I don't know. This, I think this is a skin bug, but I'm not sure. So far, we are seeing that it is not working, this tactic. So maybe we do need 3 people in our central defense after all, or one guy. Well, yeah, that was a little bit odd, but and that's the problem playing in extended highlights. You don't really see what's going on. You're just seeing the highlights. So that's a lot of space here, for them to move into. But that is, I mean, we are defending really, really wide. So I was expecting that. Who's down here? Halfstad, okay, and the halfback is all the way down here. Okay. So let's see. We got a really free man over here. We got. I mean, this is really good. I mean, that is really hard to get into. But the question is, are we standing wide enough in this area? I think we are. It seems like it's working right now. Over the top, he should not get on that. He should just not get on that. That's the problem with this edition of FM21. Counter-attack is not going to be working. I don't think it's going to be working. But the problem is I have players for counter-attacking football, so I need to play with it. I need to play counter-attacking because I don't have a passing kind of. I don't have passes. I simply can't go through the mid passing or even pass it short. I don't have players to do that. I simply don't. But I don't like what I'm seeing so far. Well, there's one thing I don't like, and that's ball over the top in between our central defenders. And our central defenders, as we already know in the FM21, is horrible at defending through balls. They just can't do it. They don't understand how to do it. Look at this. They are completely useless at doing it. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I can already tell now. This is not gonna work out. This is not gonna work at all. I think I want to change it already now because I know this is not going to work. I think I want to bring back, not Solich, Omason down here. That's... Could you please... I'm right in the mid here. Ah, good. So the question is... Ooh, yeah, now the wingbacks are going a little bit wider because we are... I think I'm gonna go back on support on these guys and attack on the wingers instead. Maybe actually support on all of them and only attack on the guys up front. And he should not be on... Do I want to be on cover on the two? No, I want to be on cover on this guy. And the other two, actually this guy should be no nonsense on cover. And these guys should be on central defense, defend. Yeah. Let's see if that is gonna help us out with the through balls. Because right now we've already seen after 25 minutes 3 through balls and all of them was dangerous. They didn't score from any of them, but they looked absolutely dangerous and is making their XG go up. But they did get their... Ooh, that was a strange free kick. But they did get the goal from a corner or free kick or something like that. Well, we did... I think we need that 3-line... We need an extra man in... No. We're not gonna get it. But yeah, now see, now we are way more stronger behind us when we are having 3 men behind. Oh, that's actually not a bad shot. And that was a through ball. And we do get the corner here. But now we're a little bit weak in the midfield. But, well, we're not really in midfield. We're not playing for the midfield. We're playing for the wingers. That's a bad shot. Yeah, so far it looks pretty good with what I changed here. But it's too early to tell. But this might be it. This might be the tactic. Oh, there's no one in the box. There should have been someone in there, but Hafstad was not in there. Yeah, this... Okay. But that he pressed up and that was good. Hafstad, yeah, not really that good. And now let's see what they are doing here. So I'm looking for weak spots in our defense. I'm not really looking at how well we are attacking right now, because I know how we should attack, and yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, but it's not how I like to attack with this tactic. But it will take some time before they actually understand what I want to do. But defending, I will see quite very quickly. I will see very quickly if I'm seeing what I would like to see from our defensive point of view. But yeah, that XG just went up, and it completely flatlined for them when we made that change after 25 minutes. That is good, but it's not all. But it means that it's a good indicator that going back on a halfback to get that central defender on cover and the other two on defense might be the right choice. Okay. No, move on. I was just thinking here. I just wanted to check out if anyone was really doing... Tobias Hafstad is not doing well on that wingback role, etc. Again, Soljic on that halfback is doing fine. Okay, let's see here. What are they doing? Okay, we look pretty good here. And Segulis is actually getting the ball here. The Shadow Striker is back. Oh, that might be a red. Now that's actually a little bit annoying. Now we might win the game now, or at least get a goal. But the problem here is now I can't really judge our performance. I can't really judge what to look for or not look for, because they're one man behind. Yeah. Okay. That's a good tackle. Look at that back line. Oh, he's moving up. Who was that? Oh, that's terrible. Why are they... Why? When a guy is moving up, the other guy should know that he is leaving room behind him. They should know to just tuck in a little bit. But the AI don't understand it. They don't understand that kind of behavior. And it's a little bit annoying, to say the least. But it is not something new. It is an old issue. But we are seeing it more... It looks more... It is more worrying now because it just looked worse for some reason. It looked worse. But I don't think it is actually worse. It just looked worse. So... Hafstad is not doing too well in that wingback role at all. I don't know why he do have the numbers for playing a wingback, so he's just having a poor game. Let's take him off. Wait, do we not have a single guy that can play? We don't. I don't think I have a single player that can actually play here. Well, do I? I don't remember. I thought I did, but I probably don't. How is Felix Uren? 6.4. Still incredibly bad. Should we play without winger backs? Because I'm not seeing anything good from our wing backs. No matter if they're playing wing backs, inverted wing backs, if they're playing up here or down here, I haven't seen anything good from any of our wing backs this season. But the problem is, I'm not sure what I should play then. I'm not really sure. Well, let's just for the case take these guys up here to be a little bit more offensive, but keep them on support. But how would I ever? What could I possibly do to not play wingback? Could I play? I don't have more people up here. I can't really play more here. I don't see how I could. Could it be another role? Could it be another role that I need to play? They're not inverted wingbacks. They are not complete workbacks, and they are not wing. I have tried fullbacks. And maybe that is what we should play with. And a 5-back. I mean, yeah. I need. If we're playing fullbacks here, if we're playing fullbacks on attack here, let's try that. Go back to to wingers down here. That's so odd. Playing 5 backs. That's a 5-back line. That's so odd. Let's try it. I haven't made a sub yet. Could I put on Peterson now? Yeah, he haven't really played this season. God, I mean, Hafstad is not doing too good for himself. Sujic is not having a good time in there. So who can we put on here? I think we're putting on Oivan and we're putting Umasan up there instead. Could go for the third. Bring on some fresh legs that could run. I mean, Felix is not doing well. Let's bring on Antonsson. He is at least sometimes doing well. Disappointing that we are not finding the goal here. But also, I am trying a lot of different things. And look at this. They're going 3 central defenders now. And okay. Okay. But still, we are seeing one highlight, and it's for them. Now they're going back to a 4-4-2. Now the problem here is, I have no idea what happened. I don't know what my changes did. For that, oh, that is terrible. Yeah, that's terrible defending again. I hate the through balls. I really hate the through balls in FM21 because central defenders just don't understand it. And what I'm seeing in this edition of FM21, I also saw it in my other save, you can't play high lines. The central defenders just can't deal with through balls in FM21. You can't play with high lines. I need to go back to something else. The problem is, I can't go for a high press. I can't go gegenpressen. But I got a team that needs to run. So I need to counter from a very low position because I can't. Yeah, I need to. Okay. Let's think about this. Yeah, I don't know why I went back to the high lines because I already knew that the high lines would not work. I already knew they wouldn't work. We need to play on the least standard. But what I'm thinking, actually playing way lower and have a very much lower line of engagement. Maybe a lower just? Yeah, maybe just a lower and play into space. But that means if we're going... Yeah, let's... Actually, I got an idea here. Let's play way lower. Not use of side traps. Let's get rid of that. Let's not prevent. Let's not be. Well, we want to press, but we want to press really low. We want to press in the line when we are engaging way lower, much lower, and we want to stay really low. And this is not the formation that I want to use. I want to use 3 in the back here. Use tighter marking. Yeah, get stuck in. Yeah, let's do that. That is. Yeah, that is all I want. Yeah, that's good. And this in here, pass into space, extremely wide. Yes. Run a defense, be more expressive, yes. More direct, higher tempo, exactly what I wanted. So there is not a lot of changes here. The biggest change is here, and the biggest change is the formation that I need to play something else than this for it to work. I need to go back to a 5 line. It sounds insane, but there is... Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, there we go, good. And these should be on central defense. And this guy should be... Yeah. Good. Halfback in here. And now I want to move the wingers up here. So these guys will basically be our defensive block. And I don't actually think I want to play them on winger backs. I don't think I actually want to... yeah, let's go back on support and fullbacks here. And what I also want to change is overlaps. I don't want to overlap. I want to play into space. I want these guys on attack. See if they got the correct... Yeah, shoot less often. Yep. So these guys are pretty much... Do I want our Shadow Striker to have Mark Tyler and... Actually, get rid of that on these guys up here. I don't want them to defend that much. I want these guys down here to defend. I do like them to come back from time to time. But I don't really want them to do too much. Let's go with wingers on support up there. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. But this is what I have figured out for the next episode. Or, well, the next game, at least for me. I know this is a long episode, but... I mean, we're struggling. And I think some of you will find this interesting, what I'm trying to figure out how to play. Because we now know, I know, I've seen it so much now in FM21 already. Higher lines are not working. It's simply not working for me. But the question is, if I'm playing like this, do I need 3 central defenders? Probably not. But the problem here is, where should I put this guy? If I'm getting rid of this guy, where should I put him? In the midfield? Not really. Secondary Shadow Striker? I don't really have... I could, yeah, I mean, we could try to... Then I don't really want to play a Shadow Striker. Then I want to play something else up here. And then I want to play attacking midfielder instead. On support, maybe. Nah. I'm not sure. Actually, I do want to play a Shadow Striker. But I don't want to play a pressing forward, because we're not pressing from the front. We're pressing when they are getting... We're missing a little bit down here now. Do I really want to play two? This guy should be an advanced forward. And down here, I could play a deep line playmaker or even the second halfback. But I don't think it's going to work with two halfbacks. Segunda Volante could... Segunda Volante... Yeah, I think maybe a second... Yeah, I think that's going to work out, actually. Let's do a quick pick here. Just want to see... Yeah, Nash could actually play the Segunda. Yeah, that might be good. And I also think... Where is he? Not Hermansson. He's probably out right now. Where is he? Omarsson. I think he can play that role as well. Oh yeah, he can. He definitely can. He definitely can. Yeah, I think this is better. This might be working out. Play completely over the top here. Actually, I might even go extremely direct. Yeah, I'm gonna go extremely direct. I want to keep the tempo pretty high. Much higher. Extremely high. No, much higher. That should be fine. And they're gonna press. Yeah, and they are gonna counter press. But that's a problem. When I'm only count... Yeah, it's a bit... maybe I should go for regroup. I think I want to go for regroup instead. Yeah, let's regroup and then counter when we get the ball down here. That makes more sense. We want these guys to regroup. And when we then counter... I think we're going to go for standard instead. When we are out of possession. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Let's check out. I mean, I know this is a bit odd, and I have probably edited it quite heavily because I'm sitting here thinking quite a lot on what I should do in the next game that you will not see. Or maybe you will. Maybe I will come back for Lillestrøm. Maybe I will. There's only one way to find out. That is the end of this episode. It is a very strange one, and the season is very strange, but it is what it is. I mean, it is an experience to figure stuff out. I mean, that is an experience in itself. So I hope you kind of like that. I hope you do, because it's not looking good for our team right now. But I'm actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying having trouble here. I don't mind it. Trying to figure out what I can do with this team. It is a strange thing to do. Because I brought the players in. I know that. I know I did something wrong here. The players doesn't really suit how the FM21 would like us to play, I think. So I need to figure something out. And I think that the thing we just did here might be it, but we still don't know. We just have to see more games and more games and more games. And if this season is going to be, like I said, a little bit odd, because it's going to be an off season. It's going to be where we figure out more about the ME. We need to figure out more about the ME, because high press, not the high press. The high press is fine, but the high lines is off. I mean, the through balls are killing my team every time. And even in my other save, it's killing my teams if I'm playing with high lines. It's not working in FM21. At least I can't get it to work right now. Anyway, guys, hope to see you in the next episode.